Hi there. Today I'm on the road actually, and so you'll find out where I went probably next week in next week's video. But I got asked a question this week, and it was the title of this video: can I take herbs or supplements while pregnant? And I really would like to go into this in more detail at a future date. However, I wanted to share a very brief kind of picture, because women, we have this kind of sacred honor of being able to bring life into the world. And when a woman is pregnant, they should be taking that honor very seriously. And supplements and herbs can be helpful in pregnancy. However, which supplements and herbs could be helpful in pregnancy or harmful is really not something to, in my opinion, experiment with on our unborn children. And so that is something that I take very seriously, and I don't think that anybody really should not take that seriously. And so when someone is considering taking a supplement or herb during pregnancy, they want to make sure that they are consulting with someone and they're not going off of the backs of packages. Most of the time it says to consult a doctor or a physician if you're pregnant or lactating before you take this. And I want to share the reason behind that. Now, the reason behind that is that there are herbs and supplements that have different effects on women during pregnancy, as well as their babies and some parts of their body that affect their pregnancy and babies. So kind of in short, there are herbs and supplements that can lead to more contractions. There are minerals, there are plants that cause contractions, muscular contractions. If a woman were to take that at certain points in her pregnancy, whether that be the early first trimester or in the second trimester, their baby is not yet ready to be born, and they are taking something that could induce contractions, and that could have premature labor start. That could be sending a signal to our body. Plants send signals to our body every time we eat them, every time we drink a tea, and every time we are exposed to them, whether that be in a tea tincture or in a herbal supplement or a essential oil. So all of those things should be considered, because uterine contractions early could cause premature labor and a baby to become a preemie. That then puts that baby and the mother at risk and creates a different birth plan than the mother probably had intended. Also, something to consider is that there are things that could do the opposite. There are things that could be anti-inflammatory. When a mother is approaching birth and she's maybe closer to that third trimester, there are things that are processes that are going on in her body that are very different than a typical normal situation. And so those are things that we don't want to put a stop to, because that is helping bring the baby into the world in a healthy way. Our bodies are built in order to bring babies into the world as women. It's part of the function of our body. And so just to consider that before we take something like a supplement or an herb, especially during pregnancy, to be mindful of what that is, to consult with someone who has an expertise in that, not to ask people who maybe have a doTERRA or have some herbal supplement type of kind of organization that they're working with, because that really is a sacred time for you to begin protecting your baby. Your baby is completely reliant on you for its nourishment, protection, and for its home. And so in order to provide that baby with safety, one of the things as a mother is to consider what we put into our bodies and who we ask about that. So I just wanted to share that little tidbit before I take off for the weekend. So I hope this is helpful, and until next time, be well.